Hi everyone, it's Sarah, the owner and maker behind Multifarious Nature. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are a new viewer, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, big welcome back. I'm so glad you guys are here. Another free-for-all video. I'm sorry, one of these days I will get back to being normal with my videos, but this is the way it is right now, and I gratefully appreciate you bearing with me with all of this. So, oh, I forgot one thing. I'm just gonna grab it really quick while I'm thinking about it. Okay. Oh, so I forgot to show you guys this last week. I got my shirt. I forgot to wear it. It's my Fiber Festival for 2022. It has a cute little bunny on it. I showed you guys the bag last week, but I totally forgot about the t-shirt. So, oh well. I remembered eventually. So it's been a busy week, very busy week, very little knitting, very little knitting. I wanted to knit so much, but good news is we are out of our old house completely, which we were before, but we had to clean still, and we now have given possession over to the new owner, which is huge because now we are only taking care of our yard here, which our property is some land. We have some land now, which is amazing and wonderful, and we love it, and we are so grateful for it, but it is a lot of work. So now we don't have to take care of the property that we sold had about an acre of land, and trying to take care of that yard on top of our current one, that was a lot. That was a lot. Like, that's pretty much all of our free time was spent working on the yard, which is not a huge deal, but when you're a creative person, you want to do some creative stuff, and it's really hard to fit that in. I literally would knit barely a row at night. I normally knit a lot more than that, you guys. I barely get an hour. I get maybe 10 minutes, maybe in the morning to knit these days. It's been rough. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's been rough. So I usually do shop news first. So shop news, huge news. I'm very excited. I have it, those of you that have reached out wanting me to do special order die orders for you, I will reach out to you soon. I'm just not doing it yet because I've ordered yarn. Huge, exciting. I have ordered yarn, but I haven't received it yet. So I just ordered it. So it's going to take a little bit to get it. But once I get it, I will reach out to you guys and let you know that I have it. And if you're still interested in doing custom order of yarn, definitely let me know. And I will dye up those orders for you as soon as I get the yarn. And I'm so excited because I set up my studio this weekend. I finally finished setting up my studio. I'm so excited. I will be doing just a little tour of my studio. It will probably be really clunky, and yeah, because I don't edit my videos. It is real life here, so all the quirks you get to see. But I definitely will do a video of it. I'd love to just share it with you guys. I think it's fun. I love seeing videos that other indie dyers put up, other creators and makers, just because I love to see their process or what they do and their workspace and all of that fun behind the scenes stuff. So I'd love to share that with you guys. You'll see I'm still messing with the lighting. I tried pulling, I have 2 blinds. I have beautiful big windows. I'm so grateful. I love the light. We have huge windows, which are wonderful. But in the afternoon, actually all throughout the day, we get a lot of light in these windows, which is amazing. I will get so emotional if I keep talking about it, you guys. I'm so grateful for this house. But so I have one of the blinds pulled right now. So I have like 2 windows. I would pull the other, but I worry it's gonna get kind of fuzzy looking because it's so dark. Like I don't think it'll be too dark. One of these days I'll record with both blinds pulled. It might be the right amount of lighting on a sunny day. It's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. Anyway, shop update stuff. So dyeing, yes. Dyeing yarn. Soon. I'm so excited. I worked so hard this past weekend. That's why I didn't get much knitting in. I normally knit a lot on the weekend, and I didn't. I barely got any in. I also went to not a fiber festival. Oh my word. It was not a fiber festival. It was a festival, though. It's called, let's see, Found Cottage Mercantile Market? It's a market, which I had so much fun. One of my girlfriends, she invited me, and I'm so grateful. She invited me to go, and it was such a fun experience. There were so many wonderfully enthusiastic people, vendors, new to me vendors, lots of new to me vendors, and a few, especially one in particular that this maker is just so wonderful, and she's so sweet and so kind, and I always love visiting her booth. If I ever go to a market and I know she's there, I'm so excited, and I try to seek her out. And I don't get to see her often, but I'm so grateful that I got to see her, and I wanted to show you some of the items that I purchased. So this is kind of random and doesn't have to do with making, but I just want to show you guys because it's fun, and you know, I feel like fiber enthusiasts, we all kind of like this kind of stuff. Kind of, maybe. I'll show you the stuff quick. I did not spend that much like I normally do at festivals. The Fiber Festival, I spend a lot of money at. I'm not even gonna pretend I don't. It's ridiculous how much money I spend at fiber festivals. I've only gone to one. I only go to one fiber festival. And yes, I usually spend some money there. But I do it once a year. So I feel like that's okay. If I went to fiber festivals all the time, I would have to behave myself a little bit more. But okay, so this was that Found Cottage Mercantile Market, and I guess it's usually in early September, I think is when they do it. I don't know if that's the same every year. This is the first time I've gone, but I went and I bought from a few different vendors. All these vendors, two of them are new to me. First one is the Preacher's Wife Candle Co. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How I didn't know about this woman is beyond me, because I like candles quite a bit. I've started to really enjoy them over the past couple years because it's so comforting to me. Candles, they're very comforting. So I have one lit because I'm not ready for fall yet, but I got Autumn Blessings. It has a light cinnamony smell. It does. It smells like early autumn. So it's got a little bit of that like fall scent to it, but it's not overwhelming. It's definitely a light fall scent. I love it. I love it so much. I burned that one quite a bit already because they come like this. I mean, they come filled to the top. These are, and for the price, they're not cheap. You can buy them online. She has them. She has an online website. Oh, it smells so good. So this one I'm not ready yet. This is Farmhouse Christmas. Oh, it smells so good though. This definitely has a mulled spices smell to it. Yeah, it's like mulled spices. It's really wonderful. All of her scents, at least to me, are not overwhelming. They're like the perfect level of scent where, you know, she has some that are a little sweeter, which I'm not a huge sweet candle person, but I just, oh my gosh, they smell so good. Now this one I am super excited about. I love, because I haven't had a real tree in the past couple years, Christmas tree. I have an addiction to Christmassy pine smelling candles. And this one, I don't know if it's supposed to smell this way. Oh my word. This is my favorite out of all of them. It's called Bittersweet. And the one thing about her wonderful candles is if you go on her website, there's not really a description of the scents. There really should be. But going in person and smelling them is the best way. The problem is, though, when you do that, it's really hard not to buy more than one. I wanted to only buy one, and I bought 3. That's just what happens. It smells like a pine tree. Like a wonderful smelling pine tree. I could sit here and smell this. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I'm okay with waiting for Christmas, but this I want to light so bad because it smells amazing. So if you are a Christmas tree candle fiend and you're looking for one that smells really good, not that fake pine smell, I'm talking good stuff, bittersweet. Highly recommend this so far. I haven't lit it. I don't know what it's going to smell like lit, but if it smells anything like the scent in the candle. And that's the thing. So I've been burning this one for a while because it was up to here. This is probably, I'd say, around 8 hours of burning. I just started burning it today, but I mean, this was like 8 hours worth of burning here. It's very subtle. It smells stronger when you put your nose up against it, but it's a very subtle smell, but it does disperse. And here's how I know it's nice, because my husband's pretty sensitive to smell. Usually when I burn candles, certain candles, he will literally blow them out and continue on. And it's like, hey, I liked that. That smelled good. Well, to him, it was too strong. So he did not blow this one out. That to me means that it is a nice scent, not overwhelming. So if you're sensitive, good to know. The other new to me company is Tumble and Twine. She has jewelry. She makes jewelry, beautiful jewelry. If you're into more of that minimal, like modern jewelry, she does some beautiful pieces. My girlfriend, she picked up a pair of earrings from them too. And this one is a monstera leaf, and they're awesome. They're like just the right size. I love it. I love it so much. I'm a big nature fiend, and these are super modern looking, but they're monstera leaves, and they're silver colored. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So was really excited when I saw those. I had to pick up a pair. And, oh yes, my buddy, she's my buddy. I feel like I can call her my buddy, because when I see her, we say hi to each other, and it's wonderful. And that I love that. I just see her once in a blue moon. I literally don't see her often, but she's so kind. And I've purchased, I should describe what she does. So she makes handmade garments, and she repurposes fabric from other garments, like pre-existing garments. She will repurpose them, and then she also gets like vintage fabric and then adds them to the pieces. She's just wonderfully creative. I admire her work so much. Some of her pieces are, I look at it and I need to take it all in, because they're so beautiful. There's so much texture. There's so many colors. I wish I could wear them all. I can't. But she's so creative. So creative, and this does not do her justice. So one of these days when I'm wearing one of her dresses, so I've purchased a couple of her dresses, not all at once. They're an investment piece. They're definitely a little bit more expensive when it comes to my garments that I own, but they are very well made. I've had at least I've had at least 2 garments from her for, I mean, like almost 3 years now, and they still look brand new. I mean, they're amazing. They're dresses. The ones that I purchased are dresses. She also has some shirts. She has one shirt in particular that I was eyeing, and I saw she posted it online, and I was like, I want it, I want it, I want it. I hope she still has it. I want to nab it so bad, and then if I get it, I will share it with you guys, because I want it so bad. It's it goes back, just very nostalgic for me. I want it. I want it so bad. So, but without further ado, I'm just like prolonging this. The designer is Seams by Sarah. You can find her link. I will link her below, and she's on, she's on Instagram. She's on Facebook. She's all over the internet. She also has her website, Seams by Sarah. But really, if you're wanting to purchase from her, it would be amazing to go to her booth. She really has just a few items on her website for sale. She has so much more. I mean, like, holy moly. If you go on her Instagram, you will see she has such a wonderful variety of clothes. I'm just really fangirling it here. I really admire her work. And she's such a kind person that I mean, the little that I've literally only interacted with her at her festival events, but she just seems to be so wonderful and very kind and very passionate about what she does. And she has this wonderful sense of style. Her clothes are amazing. And if you go to her booth, you'll get to interact with her. She's wonderful. Her husband's usually there with her too, and he's so supportive. It's amazing. And to see all these, I mean, these garments she creates, they're just beautiful. She does dresses. She makes these wonderful like coats. And I mean, just, she is a true artist, I have to say. So yes, if you would like to experience Seams by Sarah, like totally experience Seams by Sarah, go to one of her festivals. If you go to her website, she has a list of all her festivals. If you go on Instagram, she has her list of all her festivals. Yeah, I can't say enough wonderful things about her. So one of the things that she does a lot is she does turban wraps or like headbands. So this is one of her turban wraps. I just tied it in a cute little bow to make it like a little headband, but she usually wear it as like a turban and like pull her hair up, and then she'll wrap it around and tie it, and it looks amazing. I've purchased one of her turbans. I got a black one. This is kind of like a more neutral that I could wear with a lot of different things, but she has such a variety. Such a variety. If you go in person, you'll see her trunks, and she just has like a table covered in all of these different turbans. They're so cute. Oh my gosh. I could literally go on and on about her. But anyway, I purchased 2 dresses from her recently, and she was so kind. She actually follows me on Instagram too, and it was so nice. She sent this as just a thank you, and it's so wonderful. So she was I don't think she normally, from what I gathered, I don't think she normally makes like bags and such like this, but she was just messing with it, and so this was something she made. And it has the little handle here, it has a handle here, and then just has the little zipper here, and I could totally use this as a project bag, and that's why she sent it. She said, you know, I know you like to knit, and you might be able to use this as a project bag. So thank you again, Seams by Sarah. That is so kind, Sarah. That is so kind. So thank you. I've been meaning to thank her for this for a while now, and I've just, with all these videos and I, again, unpacking, realized I forgot to do that. So she just seems to be an amazing human being and very talented. So yes, check out Seams by Sarah. Highly recommend her. Over the moon. Oh, wonderful human being. Anyway, just fangirling it like crazy here. I'm sorry. Can't even help myself here. All right. So sometimes, I don't know why, I go through, like, this is an acquisition I just purchased from the store. I get a little obsessed about trying to be organized, and then I fail sometimes. I purchased 2 of these notebooks. They're the Oceana collection, and it's Good Juju is the brand, I think is what it is. I got it from the store. I just got them from the store. This one is like a beautiful periwinkle, and then this like peachy color, which I opened this one already. But you can see it's just a notebook, but it's got like really pretty little print images on the top. This one has a little starfish. I don't know if the other one will have a different one, but it says from the desk of, and then E.E. Cummings. It's always ourself we find in the sea. A little quote in the beginning. But it has these really fun and whimsical designed critters on the front here that are underwater, you know, underwater critters. So my goal, this is my goal. My goal we'll see how well I stick to this. I'm terrible at it. But my goal is to actually write down projects in here that I'm working on. If I make any changes, like needle size, things like that, write it in here. And then the goal is to transfer this onto Ravelry. I'm trying to get better with Ravelry. I really am. I'm bad about it. I'm really bad about it, you guys. I try, but I'm really bad about progress photos. If I'm lucky, I'll put a finished object photo. Yikes. But I also want to say my projects. So like I said, I've only worked on a couple projects. And by a couple, I'm pretty sure I only worked on the one. I'm pretty positive because... Okay, I'll show you the other one and then we'll see if... I honestly don't remember, you guys, where I was at with this one. Alpenglow. I really should watch back the ends of my videos, but I don't. This is my Alpenglow by Andrea Mowry. I honestly cannot remember if I had bound this off or not. I really don't. I think I didn't. I think I was around here. I don't think I'd bound it off yet. So I think that was progress. I think I bound it off and I just started the sleeve. I literally just started it. So really loving this pattern. This is a really fun pattern. If you want a beautiful sweater that's going to be nice and toasty, I definitely am recommending this. Adding other syllables. It's just so much fun. Okay, like I said, I totally screwed this up down here. It's supposed to be a 2x2 and I did a 1x2, and I don't know, yeah. I don't know why I did that. I left it though, I just left it. Left it as is. It still looks fine. It still looks fun. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But I did the tubular bind off, which I love the look of. Oh, I just love it. It curves it under and makes it such a smooth edging. If you guys are ever debating, because I know some people just don't want to do tubular. I always did long tail cast on, always did the Jenny surprisingly stretchy bind off. I just always did that. I just did. But once I learned, because some pattern, probably an Andrea Mowry one, recommended, oh no, you know what? It was not an Andrea Mowry pattern. It was Melody Hoffman. One of Melody Hoffman's patterns, not the Wild Posy sweater. I cannot remember the name of the sweater, but most of her sweaters, I think, recommend this. It recommended a tubular bind off, and I did it, even with unspun yarn, which, let me tell you, that was a nerve-wracking experience. But it made me slow down, and it was very nice, and it is the most amazing finish. So once I did that, now, if it just says bind off, I will tubular bind off. I really will. It looks so good, and it doesn't take that much longer. A little bit, but not that much longer. And it looks amazing. Amazing. So, I think I'm going to start working on this one this week because, yeah, I really didn't work on it much. And I like this. I do like this pattern a lot. I focused on a different one. Yeah, I did. But I did work a little bit on it. I think I did. I really think I did. I may have only like moved the stitches onto the sleeve. That could have been all I did. I really don't remember what I did last week when it comes to the knitting. But anyway, we will go to the next one. Next is Birdseed, the Birdseed sweater by Jamie Hoffman. One of the Hoffmans. Jamie Hoffman. Speaking of a Hoffman. And I did my edging on the bottom here and bound it off. This did not do tubular bind off. I just did the bind off like she recommended because it's in pattern. If you do a tubular bind off, it creates a bind off that is stockinette looking, and this one is not, you're not going to want that to be stockinette. So I just did in pattern, and it's like this surprisingly stretchy bind off, and that just blends in. So that worked out really well. And then I am now working down the sleeve. The way I did the pattern so far is I did the body in one size, and the sleeves I'm doing slightly larger because I want them to be that drapey look that the pattern shows, and they kind of explained how it should fit, and so you should measure your arm and then compare it to the size, and the size for the body and the arm didn't quite match right, so I'm doing a different size arm. I know that probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but if you're working on the pattern, it will. And yeah, it's going well. This is a perfect example of hand-dyed yarn, working with them and not alternating skeins. So you can see there's kind of a definitive line here at the bottom because I'm using a different skein, and I did not alternate. I don't know, I find it kind of comical, and it doesn't bother me that much, but it's hilarious because it looks very defined. In real life, it doesn't look as defined as it does in the video right now, but it's pretty funny. It looks very defined in the video. However, you can see up here on the sleeve, it is definitely a little bit of a line, but it has enough tonality to it that I think it blends. Like if I was holding this out like this, it doesn't look wonky. The bottom still looks pretty different than the rest, but it almost seems like it was just dipped a little longer in the dye there. So that's the thing about hand-dyed yarn. This is a very good example of why you should alternate skeins if you don't want that kind of definitive line that could happen to you. So don't do what I did, in other words. If you want it to be a more variegated look, or look more tonal. Learn from my mistakes. Anyway. Okay, that's it for the works in progress. As far as what's coming up here, I have been just really wanting to cast out new projects with some wonderful wool that I have, and I need to be patient and not do that because I have a lot of projects I'm still working on, and a lot of them are sweaters, I am noticing. I have garments, like serious garments. I have 3 sweaters at least going on right now. One I haven't touched in a while. It is that Coffee and Jewels by Leslie Ann Robinson. I haven't touched that in weeks, which I really want to work on, but it's brioche and it needs a little bit of attention, and I'm lucky if I knit for a half hour in the evening these days, so I just haven't worked on it. I would really like to work on it. My best bet is actually taking it as my knitting for lunchtime. At this point, I probably should do that. So I'll make that my goal. This next week, my goal is to knit on Leslie Ann Robinson's Coffee and Jewel. Hold me accountable, guys. I'm going to try to work on that one, and then work on Alpenglow because I barely worked on that one. And yeah, I'll limit myself to 2 projects a week if I must do more than one. At this point, we're just very busy with trying to take care of like our yard and everything, so I need to be reasonable with my goals. And when it comes to other things that I want to cast on, it's okay. So I have Pultalopi from last fall that I purchased. I purchased 2 different colors. I knit up one of them on another Melanie Hoffman sweater last fall. That's what I was talking about. And I still have a sweater's quantity that I want to use, and it's in this basket right here. It's this beautiful deep blue. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I don't know if it's a midnight blue, or it's definitely, I think it's still available if you go to like Isotex. no, Aliphos. Aliphos is the company, and Puzzilopi is the unspun yarn. So if you go look that up, I'm pretty sure it's still available. Not 100%. They have been out of a lot of colors. In July, I kind of looked at their website again, and they were out of a lot of colors. But that's what that one is. And I really want to knit the Wild Posy sweater. I haven't knit that one yet. By Melody Hoffman. This would be the third sweater by Melody Hoffman. I really, really want to knit it. It's beautiful. Her sweaters are very feminine, but have a beautiful texture. This is very similar to the other sweater that I made, except it has a little bit more lace work going on, and there's also this kind of like posy patterning that she created. So I really want to do that one in that blue color. Pretty sure that's what I want to do with that one. And then the other one, so I fully committed to this. I kept going back and forth about what I want to do for my advent knitting, and I do have this pattern now. So this is the pattern I'm going to do, and I've said it over and over and over again, and I finally have it. There it is. So the habitation throw. I am definitely going to do my advent with the habitation throw, and I'm really looking forward to it because it's supposed to be extremely relaxing and just knit and have fun and relax, and it's not supposed to take an extreme amount of focus, which I'm looking forward to. And yeah, I think I'm pretty certain that that is going to be something I'm going to want to do, because that's why I've been knitting on the Birdseed, because it's pretty much just stuck in it right now, and you know, increases and decreases, and it's so relaxing, very easy. So habitation throw, I'm going to do that for my advent. I am. And as I said, for Christmas, I am getting an advent from a dyer. I love being able to support other dyers. So it is what is the name of it? My word, you guys, I don't even know why. Suburban Stitcher. Good grief. I'm so grateful because I admire her yarn, and I've seen her videos on YouTube as well, and I saw that her advent came up, and I did nab one a while back, and she's the one I did have to contact to let her know my new address, because we moved and I want to make sure my advent comes to our new address. So I'm really excited about that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with hers yet. I think this year I might knit my advent, the habitation throw, with my Multifarious Nature advent, and then following the month of December, so the month of January, I think I'm going to then knit with the Suburban Stitcher advent. That way I get 2 months of advent knitting. I'll open the Suburban Stitcher advent, but I won't knit with it until January. That way I get 2 months of doing a project of advent type knitting. I really enjoy doing that. It's a wonderful challenge to knit with one color each day, and I don't know, I find it absolutely wonderful. If you have not done an advent, I highly recommend it. If you it's not in the budget to buy an advent, I totally understand that. I do actually have some advents still available if you do want to order one from Multifarious Nature. There's just a couple still available, but if you do want to nab one, definitely get that pre-order in. They will be shipping in November. Very excited about that advent, you guys. It's going to be amazing. Like I said, I want to knit this so bad, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting until December. I will wait. But what I recommend to you is doing something like this. So if you want to do an advent, but you can't quite afford one, it's not in your budget, raid your minis, or I should say like leftovers. So this right here is my leftover bin. So this is a bunch of all kinds of things. I make scrubbies, crochet them for myself, but this is all leftovers from projects that I've worked on. If you take, not your big ones, but the ones that you have that are on the smaller side, like maybe this, or smaller. So I'd say 20 grams or smaller, or like 30 grams, do that. Wrap those up, or put them in little bags or something, and put them away, and then in December pull that out and just open one each day and then knit with it. I mean, that's kind of fun. You're going to be using up the yarn that you have sitting there that you want to work with anyway. Gives you a great excuse, and you could totally do the habitation throw with me. I would think that would be so much fun. And I haven't done it yet, but everybody seems to be raving about it. I haven't heard bad things, so it would be a nice, relaxing thing for us to do. Suburban Stitcher's Advent is, her theme is, I think, like relaxation or calmness, which sounds wonderful. And then mine is Cozy Advent. So, yeah, if you want to create a cozy habitation throw with me, and we could totally knit with the same colors and everything, you can definitely purchase that Multifarious Nature Advent Calendar, and we could knit our projects together. Wouldn't that be fun? All right, well, I think that's it for this week. I will try my hardest. I feel like I've been saying that every week these past weeks because, but we are now in one house. We have the new owner of our previous house has purchased it and taken possession. So now we are in one location. So that is huge. That is going to help so much. So I hope to be doing my videos weekly again. That's my goal. This is the second week in a row that I've been able to do it. I'm so grateful. I currently am having to upload where I find internet. But yes, I'm grateful that I'm still able to do it and interact with you guys, because I love hearing from you all, and I hope you guys are doing well. And I will catch up with you soon. Take care. Bye.